Hello everyone, I'm Ria Badani, and today I will be discussing food insecurity among immigrants in the United States. Millions of people in the United States face food insecurity. Food insecurity, as defined by the United States Department of Agriculture, is the lack of consistent access to food for an active and healthy lifestyle. Typically, when researchers examine food insecurity in the United States, they focus on low-income families and racial minorities. There's not a lot of literature about how immigrants are impacted by food insecurity. As of the past decade, 72% of immigrant families in the United States face food insecurity. Research has shown that immigrants in urban areas are more likely to experience food insecurity than immigrants and than non-immigrants in similar living situations. This makes it even more imperative that researchers understand how immigrants are affected by food insecurity and what factors influence the degree of food insecurity that immigrants experience. The challenges that immigrants face are unique than in comparison to someone who has been born in the United States. Immigrants are less likely to be fluent in English and more likely to lack a social support structure. They may not be familiar with the cuisine and may face far more dietary restrictions. So it becomes not only a question of, do they have access to nutritious food, but do they have access to nutritious food that they can eat and in part that they want to eat? Milkie from Emory University and her colleagues examined how acculturation, indicated by English proficiency, and degree of social connectedness affect how likely immigrants are to face food insecurity. They found that the more fluent someone is in English, the more likely they are to be food secure because they're likely to have less difficulty in navigating employment and food assistance programs. They also found that immigrants who live in socially connected communities are less likely to be food insecure. Community is a natural defense against food insecurity because individuals are more likely to get help from each other and share food. Citizenship also affects food insecurity. Researchers at the Child Trends Research Brief, a nonprofit research center, found that infants with parents that are not citizens are twice as likely to experience food insecurity than those who have parents that are citizens, as we can see in the graph. It should be noted that although the study examined infants, the results can be used to understand the food situation of the entire household. Currently, immigrants depend on food banks, but due to high demand and inconsistent funding and donations, food banks have been unable to serve everyone in the community. Immigrants are often hesitant to take advantage of governmental food assistance programs because they are concerned that it could jeopardize their chances of getting a green card. These are only short-term solutions that are not sustainable for families in the long run. These communities need partners who help them with short-term hunger, but also partners who help them build long-term food security so that immigrants can focus their time on energy, on building strong communities, on leading effective lives, instead of the daily struggle of getting food on the table every day. As Akisi Stokes, the CEO and founder of Wonder Grubs, told me in a conversation, in order to build long-term food security, communities should learn how to produce for themselves so that they can sell it and share amongst themselves. That is how communities will become self-sufficient. Wonder Grubs, a sustainable food company that grows mealworms, can be a part of the solution, specifically in the Atlanta area where they have a large presence and there's a large immigrant population. Mealworms are nutritious, high in protein and filling, they're easy to grow and require minimal maintenance and inputs. People can sell mealworms and their byproducts, combating the employment piece, and share them with their neighbors, thus strengthening community bonds. Mealworms can easily be ground up in a powder and mixed in other foods. They're very versatile. That being said, mealworms are not vegetarian, but in communities where that's not a problem, Wonder Grubs would be a great community partner for uplifting communities. The immigrant population in the United States is growing. Understanding why immigrants experience food insecurity at a disproportionate rate than non-immigrants will allow businesses, government, and nonprofits to learn how to better serve these unique communities. Thank you.